Okay, today let's work on reversing the effects of sitting for too long, maybe staring at a computer for too long. Our posture is more and more kind of these rolled shoulders and this chin that jets out away from our body. So we're going to work on different ways to remind ourselves how we can roll our shoulders back and bring our neck back in line with the natural form of our spine. So we'll just start in a seated position. I'm on my knees. Place your left hand down on the ground and then bring your right hand up around. Grab your left ear with your right hand and then just do a gentle tug as you begin to tilt your head to the right and look up towards the left. Actively drop that left shoulder away from the left ear, creating just a little bit more space between your shoulders and your ears while you gently pull on the side of your neck. Just take easy breaths in and out. And when you're ready, let that one go. Right hand comes to the mat, left hand comes up and over. We'll grab the right ear, press gently through the right hand so that you can bring that shoulder away from the ear, and then just a gentle tug on the left ear. Again, as you continue to look up. Just some easy breaths in and out through the nose. And then on an inhale, bring hands back to the mat. We're going to take both of our hands, bring them behind our head, open your elbows up wide, and just begin to pull the back of your scapula together, kind of like your chicken wings, so that they're actively engaged. And then on an inhale, pull them back a little bit more. Lift your chest, look up. And then exhale, round through your spine, round through the back of your shoulders as you bring your elbows closer to each other. Chin comes to chest. Inhale, reverse. Lift the chest, squeeze the shoulders, look up. Exhale, pull it all in. Inhale, look up. Exhale, pull it in. Notice how that sensation is starting to come down from the upper back to the lower back. A couple more of these. And then an exhale, let that one go. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me a little bit better. We'll just practice some neck movements here. Mentioning tech neck. Tech neck is when our chin really jets out away from our body. So just that active practicing of noticing when we're holding it here and then just pulling back with the neck muscles and then releasing and pulling and releasing and pulling. And you can do this many times throughout the day as you sit at a computer. And I also encourage you to keep noticing when you do this, are you rounding through your shoulders? Pull the shoulders back, squeeze the scapula together, and then start to retrain those muscles. Good. Now we're going to come to our knees into a tabletop position and then down. Release your hips to your heels and put your arms out wide like wings. And drop your torso here closer to your legs. And we're just going to do some shoulder taps. So drop one shoulder, look to the opposite way, drop the other shoulder. And rock back and forth. And after you've done a few of these and you're ready to move on to the next one, you can press back up through your tabletop. And I like to do these sitting against a wall. You can also stand against a wall. Just pull the spine up close to the wall here. And then extend the arms up long. And then just practice pulling the elbows down. And then pressing up through. It's harder than it looks. Try and keep your triceps, the back of your arms, connected to the wall as much as possible. And then pressing up. And down. These are a great thing to do just throughout the day. Anytime you have a wall that you can sit or stand against. All right. And moving on to the next one, this is puppy pose. So to do this one, it's really helpful to have some sort of a prop. I'm going to use 2 blocks. Come onto your tabletop position and then place your elbows towards the edge of the block that's closest to you. Planting one elbow and then the other. I like to bring my hands here to like a prayer position. If your hands can't get here, just have them wherever possible. And the other thing to note before we go down is that my elbows are just inside my shoulders. So if that's uncomfortable for you, you can walk your elbows out a little bit further. Tuck your toes under for support. And then just begin by pulling your thumbs behind your neck. Make room for your head to come through. And then if it's available to you, you can drop your head to the ground. If it's not available to you, you can always find another prop to put underneath you so that your head is resting on something. We're looking for dead weight in the head as you just begin to drop the chest closer and closer to the ground, opening the shoulders. Breathing in and out through the nose. This is another posture you could do against the wall. You can face the wall, put your elbows on the wall. And then when you're ready to move on from here, on an exhale, release your hands to the mat and then press through your hands around your spine to come out of this. To walk your knees forward. All right. Let's go into a reverse tabletop now. So come on to your seat, bend your knees, take your fingers and point them away from you. And then you're going to just lift your hips off the ground a little bit. And then bring your hips towards your heels. And then rock back. And come closer to your heels. And rock back. Really pulling, again, those scapula closer together on your back. The back is engaged. This is also strengthening the wrists. You can do as many of these as you need to start feeling the shoulders strengthen and open. And we'll move on to our belly. So coming onto your belly, all the way down to the mat. Keep your face off the ground, so my face is hovering. Extend your arms out like wings. You lift your hands, thumbs are pointed down to start. Roll the thumbs up. Roll them back down. And now we're going to pull the hands behind us. Thumbs come to, the goal is to meet, and then pull them in. Thumbs pointing up towards the back of your head. Release this. Thumbs are still pointing down, arms are out wide like wings. Roll the thumbs up and down and reverse. Pull them in. Do as many of these as you think you can handle. I'm going to do one more. My shoulders are really starting to work. You can see my arms are shaking. Pull them in and out. Good. When you're done, you can bring your hands into, we're going to work on some Cobra here. So my hands have come in towards my body. My elbows are almost right under my armpits. Squeeze the elbows in tight. Preparing for Cobra, but we're going to do Cobra without our hands. So really working the lower back and keeping the shoulders back. First thing is you're going to pull the shoulders away from the ears. So in this position, you're going to see that the shoulders are going to automatically try and float towards the ears. So actively draw the shoulders down your back as far as they can go. Squeeze your elbows together. Now lift your hands off the ground so that they hover and just lift the spine. Try and hold for a couple breaths. Again, the shoulders are coming down the back, trying to draw the elbows closer to each other. And then relax. Try and do 3 rounds of this. So readjust, drop the shoulders away from the ears. They come down the back first. Lift the hands so that they hover. Now pull up. And keep your neck long. So we're not looking up, we're not looking down. The neck is long. Just the lower back is working and the shoulders are really drawing down the back. And relax. Let's see if we can do one more. On the next inhale, draw the shoulders down the back. Lift the face, lift the hands. Inhale, come up. Using that lower back. Squeezing the shoulders. And let that one go. Inhale, round through the spine, press up through tabletop. And we'll walk up with our feet behind our hands, greatly bend the knees, and then allow that torso to just fall on the knees. And this is Ragdoll pose. Shift the weight into your toes. And then bring your hands out wide like wings behind you. Try and make a connection with your hands where you clasp your fingers and then allow your knuckles to fall towards the floor. Relax the neck. You can gently shake it, roll it in a circle just to make sure you're relaxed. Maybe even switch the grip of your hand so your opposite thumb is on top, the uncomfortable one, and then let them fall again. And then when you're ready, you can release your hands, heel toe your feet a little bit closer together as you roll up one vertebrae at a time. And there you have it. I encourage you to try any or all of those at a regular basis. Some of those you can even do at your desk or in your office, but I think they're all beneficial to help us with better posture. Thanks for practicing with me.